I tore the rotator cuff in my right shoulder.
I was a Navy SEAL for 8 years. A lot of miles on these two shoulders. Lots of swimming, lots of fights, lots of falls.
I had hip impingement with a labral tear, which required arthroscopic hip surgery.
When I first tore my ACL, it was my left knee during a basketball game. I tore the other one actually first day of school at a soccer tryout during a game.
A freak accident where my arm was up, and I was doing this and I heard a pop.
I think it happened over just a long period of time, playing a lot of soccer.
Guys that I think that are that active for that long, eventually something's going to break.
Just over repetition of just wear and tear of my hip, I ended up tearing my labrum training goalkeepers. And so it came to a point where I could no longer strike a ball without feeling pain and instability.
I found Dr. Dold through my husband. He had right knee surgery, and Dr. Dold was amazing, and so that was our only choice. I knew I was going to use Dr. Dold. I
had met Andrew Dold through our club and got to talking with him. Incredibly proficient, incredibly knowledgeable, and just had a way about explaining things and kind of what was happening.
He seems to have a holistic approach, great bedside manner, explains everything to you very clearly.
Very professional, seemed like he cares a lot about his patients and was very invested in helping me get back to doing the things that I enjoy doing.
He was really on top of it. He knew what he was talking about.
Just the level of education that he gives to his patients makes you feel like, you truly understand what's going on. His bedside manner is kind but stern, and that's what guys like me need.
So I was very picky, and I loved Dr. Dold, especially when I met him. He's just very easy to talk to, and it was just obvious that he understood, my struggles and just being an athlete.
The surgery, I could tell right away. I had very little pain. My range of motion began to come back. The surgery was easy. It's a very difficult surgery, and I understand that, but Dr. Dold seemed to make it very easy. The physical therapist says that my recovery is a month or two ahead of what normal people are doing, and it's all due to the surgery. I've had left rotator cuff repair, and the difference in the surgeries, 5 years apart, amazing, and it's all Dr. Dold.
It felt so much better than my other procedure. I thought, well, this must have just been easier. It was just a better job. He took a lot of care in really cleaning everything up. It was to see what it was, and then the MRI image of what it became and what he made it into. It was perfectly clean, polished edges. Living without the constant shoulder pain was one thing, and then being able to really get back, within just a few weeks. Don't tell him that, but feeling that I was, that much quicker, kind of back on my feet, so to speak, from a lifting, swimming, just activity perspective.
This was my first surgery that I've had, so going into it, I didn't know what to expect whatsoever, and I was a little nervous, but honestly, everything just went so smooth. I didn't have much pain after. I didn't have a tough time in the recovery process. It just seemed like it went so perfectly well that I felt really fortunate in my recovery. I feel like I'm back to normal. I'm not playing in college anymore because I'm past college, but I'm playing in adult leagues probably too many times in a week, which is great to do because my wife and I like playing together, so it's just good to be back doing the things that we enjoy doing.
I never think about my hip anymore. I have fully recovered. It's been great, and I play soccer even more than I did before surgery, so I play 4 days a week, which is a success to me.
I'm getting back, and I'm better than ever with both of my knees. After surgery, I did have a lot of follow-ups with Dr. Dold on how my knee was doing, how my strength on my quads and everything was doing to help hold up my knee.
The longevity of it and what he did for me was just phenomenal. I couldn't recommend him more strongly.
He's really personable. He was easy to talk to, and I felt totally comfortable, sharing my concerns and just worries about the whole process. He's super nice, funny guy. I definitely recommend seeing Dr. Dold.
I not only have more knowledge on my knees, and I'm more worried about them, so I'm more like careful with certain things, but I'm also like helping others when they tear their ACLs, because I have a lot of friends who tear their ACLs now, and I would recommend them to Dr. Dold.
Consider Dr. Dold. Visit him. He has that holistic approach to care with the vitamins, the supplement collagen. I mean, it's just, he's everything. He really, and I truly say that. He's a wonderful guy, he's a wonderful doctor, and his surgical skill is off the charts.
I would absolutely recommend Dr. Dold. Like I said earlier, my surgery went so well, and I'm sure it was just because of his thoroughness and his experience, but his personality, the way he's easy to relate to and talk to, and the way he listens was really helpful through the process for me.